Hey, vlog day 36.
So we've got 2 hours to build a trebuchet. Get off our parts, goat. This is what we're going to try to use. Water for counterbalance. See how this works. If it works. So good evening, vlog day 36 winding up. So we have a pumpkin chunking contest tomorrow, and I didn't have any time this week or last week to get my chucking device built, so it's a last minute scramble to try to build a trebuchet throwing device of some sort. It's not looking good. We've got about 5 feet of travel time right now, travel distance. So we're gonna try to improve that and maybe last minute adjustments in the morning. Uh, Probably do a separate video just on the elegant design of our throwing device. But closing out the day here, people aren't buying the continued narrative or the continued delay coming out of Vegas. It doesn't seem like everybody still has a lot of questions of a lot of evidence out there. The press was really on I would say, kind of on the attack today about did anybody use his key card while his car was out of, not parked at the casino. A lot of questions like pertaining to, well, if these things. Yeah, nobody's buying the narrative. The press is really on the full court press today. The press is on full court press. Wow, that's what's the saying for that? But they're really going after the two-person narrative, asking questions like, did he was the car out of valet while the key card was being used at the hotel? Did somebody else use the key card that they know of? Really going after the two-person angle. So the press has now been attacking that angle since they said the infamous words, "We don't think he acted alone," or "We don't think it's possible he acted alone." So they're really going after the angle, trying to get some facts out there, it seems like. So interesting to see how it's going to come about. They might just be stalling to get through the next news cycle, because really you got to figure the fatigue of the media and the American people of like talking about this is going to start to wane. People are going to stop paying attention, except for people like us, which they don't care about. But the general, and one of these press, as these press conferences go on, it's gonna be interesting to see what they continue to release, or lack thereof, or what they talk about, because it just seems like they're stalling for time. They've got a ton of evidence. They've got to, of all of his transactions, all of his bank statements, all the financial history, all the past dealings, all his contacts through cell phone and email and everything. That's all being dredged up. All his IP addresses and just all the stuff that they're going through. They've got a ton of information. Now, granted, they can't. You just don't want to automatically say what you have in pocket either, especially if there's a connection. And the idea that he may have been a unknowing accomplice is a potential. When you look at it, he could have been set up by Abu Sayyaf, related through ISIS, thinking he was just selling some guns to the home folks back in the Philippines. They were going to come and link up, and it was a setup, and they were just going to use him as the fall guy. That's not too far-fetched, if you ask me. So they set him up to bring everything they need, so they're free and clear. They don't have to worry about bringing in any weapons or anything. He brings them all in for them, and they do the deed and skedaddle. They're not worried about getting off the X with the weapons and whatnot. They're doing the deal. The bang for the buck they're getting is still there, just by using him as the fall guy and bringing in the needed weapons. Just something to think about. So we'll call it a day here, folks. Vlog day 36, 37 is tomorrow. Y'all be good. Live free.